According to the law, race is a self-identified characteristic. Race is not based on science, biology, genetics, or anthropology. Facebook Gaming chose to call this hate speech. They said my transracial identification was going against the spirit of Black History Month. Everything changed when Black celebrity Charlemagne the God came out with a video supporting me.
What's happening to this man who identifies as Black is an injustice. And it's happening because he identifies as Black. Jerry wrote on Facebook, you heard him. If a man or woman can suddenly decide to change their genders and be fully supported in this transition, then I absolutely can make the same decision for my race. I'll tell you what, Jerry, you got me there.
You don't have the blood of a Black man.
Right.
He hasn't been through my struggles.
Right.
But all he's doing is saying he identify as. So that means he feels Black. He feels Black on the inside. And again, who's to say what that feels like? So to him, he feels like he's a Tyrone.
You know what's crazy? Because of everything that's going on and what we can't say about what's going on, for this situation, since it's so lighthearted, I'm gonna go ahead and say it how I feel. You and I both know that's bullshit.
What?
And
him being Black?
Yeah, and I'm talking about him in this situation. Hold on real quick. I'm talking about him in this situation as a metaphor for everything, because I can't talk about everything because people be like, oh, so yeah, I'm calling it. That is bullshit. You know it's bullshit. That man don't look Black at all.
And but he feels Black. He doesn't have to look Black to be Black. He doesn't have to look Black to feel Black. Black is not a look. It's how you feel on the inside. So when he wakes up in the morning and he looks in the mirror, he sees a Black man looking back at him in the mirror. He doesn't see a bald-headed white guy. He's a Black dude with dreads.
It's Black dude with dreads.
That's what he sees when he look back in the mirror. And the funny part is who's to say that's not how he feels? It could be a parody, but who's to say? And the thing about it is, if that's how he identifies, what makes his identity and how he sees himself any different from anyone else? So what makes his case any less valid than anyone else who says they feel X, Y, and Z?
Right. That's a feeling. I get you.
Yeah.
But no, because I can with this situation, because it's so lighthearted and people are like looking at him like he's crazy, I can say like, yes, it's bullshit. And it represents everything for me. It's all bullshit. You know it.
I mean, listen,
you know it.
He feels Black. I'm riding this to the end with homeboy, because hopefully he can be the pioneer to help bring some clarity into like how people feel and how they want to be referred to as. So I think it's interesting. I mean, it's just like the lady who identifies Black. You remember her? Yeah. The white lady who identifies Black. But for some reason, his situation is a little more entertaining. So I'll be watching his a little more closely than I was the lady.
Yeah.
But I think it's unfair to label that as a hate or any type of bias or anything like that. I think they're being biased against his feelings.
What do you identify as?
Cis male.
What's that?
Regular.
Regular?
Yeah, I'm regular.
The heck is regular?
I'm regular. I can't identify as regular.
What do you identify as?
Regular.
Come on. What do you identify as? Regular? Oh, regular?
Yeah, I'm just regular.
Just regular.
Yeah. Like, you know what? Nowadays, I don't
it feels funny trying to answer that question, right? Like, what do you identify? It feels funny trying to have
it does. It feels like a gotcha moment. It feels like you're a reporter just waiting for that quick take. Like, I don't. Right. It feels like that's a setup question. Like, what are you supposed to say when somebody? You know what? I think if you don't identify as regular, you got to have your response on standby. I think that's how it goes. I mean, because Jesus, I mean, it's a lot of options. I remember when I just went to the doctor's for my finger, it was like mad boxes and options. I was confused. I told him I didn't know which one to pick. I just left them all empty. Real talk, because I was confused. It was too many options. Like, why are you giving me this many options?
You were confused.
Yeah, they gave you mad options as like what I wanted to be. I just didn't see regular, so I just left them all blank.
Like no,
Regular.
I wonder do people think people are reaching now because of like all the information that's out, and then like you said, you have those boxes that you have to check. Do you have to pick one? Like, I mean,
No,
people doing
no.
all these ancestor checks and
Just like you don't
everything.
have to pick a race. You apply for a job or you apply for something, like that race is optional. You don't have to pick a race. So
You know
I
what's crazy?
guess what?
If somebody like really genuinely like never told me what they were, and they told me they wasn't black, I wouldn't second guess them on anything, because you never know nowadays.
What
I
you mean?
see people who are like who speak Spanish and are darker than me.
Well, they part
I
black.
wouldn't
They
know.
part black as it is. That's why
Right.
they don't want to acknowledge it, but they part black. They all mixed up in there too.
So you acknowledge it that you're black. That's what you identify as. You're black.
Oh yeah, I'm regular black.
Man, look. It just feels like you put on a spot, right?
I'm regular black, huh?
It just feel like you put on a spot, but it
Yeah,
is
because like you know
you
what?
know the
That's not a
box, okay?
question I have to answer often. Like it's not. I don't think
So what
that
do they have
might
in the
limit.
box? It says Black African American, right?
What you mean?
Black/African American.
Does it?
I think that's the box. I mean, that's what I felt like it wasn't for the SAT.
I try to shake things up and leave it blank.
What do
Hey
you?
yo, I was always
Hey, look.
I
Let me
was
say
taught
that.
I was taught growing up
Right.
that you're supposed to leave that blank, because if you put black, that might put you to the bottom of the pile. So just to be on the safe side, leave it blank. Let them guess it. Surprise them when you show up for the interview. Like they can't determine what you identify as or what race you are from the application or your name. So now boom, you avoid. You get there and you dark as molasses. They're like, oh, all right. Kind of caught me off guard there. So I like to surprise them.
Here's my pen. As soon as you hand your paper and they're like, thank you.
Yeah.
You walking away. You walking away. They're like, oh, you didn't check this box.
He's black. I try to, you try to get in and win them over with personality or something, man. But yeah, you got people supposed to leave that blank, bro.
I checked the box. That was my theory for the people who didn't check the box. Like, man, please, they gonna check it when you leave anyway.
And I guess that's default too, because if they see it blank, they be like, oh, I know what this about. No, we're gonna call them just in case, but just be on the lookout.